What's going on, Pyros? Welcome back to the channel. Vex Pyro here, back at you with another video. This is another installment in our series of blind ranking items. Once again, joined by Boomer Matt of Mid-South Boomers. How's it going, sir?
Going quite well, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me on your fine program.
Man, I'm absolutely loving this. I'm loving having you guys here. This has been just a blast to do. I'm enjoying this a lot. So, well, today's category is going to be fireworks brands. So you're going to have
Okay, brands. Yeah,
five different choices, and then you'll blindly rank them, and we'll get through them. So, are you ready to get started?
I am as ready as I am ever going to be, sir.
That's it.
Bring it.
Let's hear it. All right, your first brand is going to be Pyro Diablo.
Ro Diablo is nice and solid. That's a Bada Boom brand, correct? Do I have that right?
Yep,
Okay.
and that's the one with
And
like, the small, like the T-Rex, Mr. Rex
yeah, no,
cakes.
I'm still learning. Of course, I think you could spend a lifetime in this industry and still be learning about how all the companies kind of puzzle piece together.
Oh
There's
yeah.
so many interrelationships and stuff. Um, so Pyro Diablo hits above their weight and above their price point typically. I mean, that's my general feeling about the company, which is a
Mhm.
good thing. Um, they 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 lose some style points with symmetry. Like a lot of times, breaks on their love their small 9 shot 200 gram cakes that you can generally at a good price place get around a $10 price point, maybe a little less.
Yep.
And they pop.
Mm.
Uh, super super nice cake. But the symmetry on the brakes is not what it is, and some smaller brakes, and I don't know if that's a direct correlation or what, but they lose some points there. Still solid, number two.
Yeah, agree 100% with that. It's the only downside I've ever had to them was the fact that it is a sloppy break on those, but I think they worried more about the pop that was going on when it went up than the symmetry on the break. But I mean, I
It seems to
understand
be,
their point of view
and,
on it.
and there's a place for that. So I mean, it's good to have that in the market for sure.
Yep, agreed. All right, well, your number two brand is going to be Shogun.
Shogun, see some rockets, some novelties. Not a whole lot of cakes, not a whole lot of shells are hitting me in the face. Which are my big priorities. They might have some, and I can't think of any at this point, honestly. Um, Nothing wrong with that company. They're just not doing stuff that I buy a lot of. So let's put them in the four
Okay.
and just see how that fleshes out.
I will say, they came out with some 500 gram series this year, and
Yeah,
one of the three I had to get for myself. It looked really good. The other two were, the blue was a little lacking in my opinion, but I did grab one of those and looking forward to trying that one out at least. Like I said, I've had a set of rockets from them, Aerojets, which I really enjoyed. There's a couple of their kind of in-house cakes, the AFW cakes, one of which is called, I think, Buzzard's Roost, that has a really good orange on it. A couple of the
okay.
others, they, like you said, they didn't hit me in the face, they didn't overly impress me, but there's a couple of them in there that are decent. So,
Yeah, you're talking more about the company than I know. I remember the
Mhm.
logo with the samurai guy on there, kind
Yeah,
of off center. I
yeah,
can
mainly
picture it pretty
because
easily, but
they do that sale every year in January. It's like 40% off, and we always tend to go up and at least get a couple of cases. So that's where my knowledge has come from, is over the last 3 or 4 years of getting in on that sale, and usually getting anywhere from 3 to 5 cases trying some product out. So
tough to pass up 40% off.
it's a good number, right? It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
number. So
a healthy
but
cut. Yeah.
you got Shogun at your four spot. Your next brand is going to be Legend Fireworks.
Legend. Okay. Um, I think of them as another novelty brand. Honestly, I mean, nothing wrong with it. Fountains and novelties, but that's stuff that I like. But I'm you don't see a whole lot of in the fountains. I guess you do see a tiering in between different brands, but Yeah, I'd say that about novelties too, but it's subtle, right? It's not often you see the novelty comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
although, yeah, every now and then we drop one just because that's the way Jody's brain works. I love it.
Yeah,
But
I've got a couple coming myself, not to the extent that you guys will pull them off, but I've been trying to throw some of those together myself just because, why not? You don't see it very often.
right, right. But I think I have to plug them in at the five because yeah, I I don't think more of them than I do Shogun.
Yeah, no,
So there
understandable.
we are. I'm stuck.
Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. Well, your next brand up is going to be Happy Family Fireworks.
Oh, pretty solid. And I have the one and the three open, correct?
One and the three, yes, sir.
Um, they're a good solid contender for the one. I don't know what else is coming. And what I had Pyro Diablo in the two. Let's throw that happy family in the one, and
Hmm.
whatever comes will come. It'll be middle of the road.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think it might be a little middle of the road here because it's Brothers Pyrotechnics.
Yeah, that's a good solid middle of the road.
Yeah,
Um, more shells and cakes than Shogun. So I mean, I'd kind of just give them the nod on that basis. So yeah, no, I think that worked out just right.
I think it's a pretty solid list. So, would you change anything off of that?
No, I think that's perfect. And uh, Legend and Shogun aren't brands that I dislike. They just and Brothers, quite frankly, aren't a brand that I like a great deal, but they have a lot more categories of stuff that I like than those other two. So
Yeah,
that worked out great.
no, I think your list is that's a pretty solid one there. So I don't overly disagree. The only thing maybe for me would be Shogun just because I've shot more of it. But honestly, Brothers has got some good stuff. Like you said, they've got some good kits out there. There's a couple of classic 500s I've shot from them that I really enjoyed, like the Brothers heavyweights that
Yep.
I enjoyed. So yeah,
They're a name in the business, right?
yeah,
They don't seem to be coming out with that new stuff that's really just hitting right.
yeah. No,
I see that.
wow factor for them. It's kind of like a world class in my opinion. They're
Yeah,
still putting out their classics. Not a ton of new innovation, but hopefully that'll change for them. So.
yeah, yeah. No, I like that list. That turned out just how I would have done it if I'd known in advance.
It's like it was meant to be on that one. Well,
True enough.
that was it for this one. Once again, go check out Mid South Boomers. Matt, thank you for joining me again. Absolutely fantastic. Love having you on to do this.
Hey, thank you, sir. My pleasure.
All right, and that's it for now, guys. Until next time, Expiro out.